if it was comfortable to find good deals, everybody would be rich, right? It's not comfortable. It's not easy, right? And so figure out what your level of uncomfortability is and then find a strategy that fits that level of uncomfortability and implement it, right? And if you do those two things, you will find good deals. And when you find that good deal, it's going to be such a motivator for you to do all that other stuff that we were talking about in the beginning, to find financing and find contractors. You'll be so motivated when you got a good deal on the line as a new investor to go figure that stuff out. That'll all come easy.
All right, well, let's talk about finding some deals, because when it comes down to it, all this other stuff, the financing, the cash flow, it all depends on you getting this deal under contract. So maybe, would you mind giving some examples? I mean, I want to hear some strategies too, but like maybe you pick a deal, and I'm thinking maybe just one of your early deals that just stands out to you. How did you actually, from beginning to end, like where did it come from? The first call, what were you doing to generate those leads?
So I got the lead through my website. I have a lead generation website. And so, if someone goes and Googles, how do I sell my house fast, or right, need to sell my house quickly or something like that in Northwest Arkansas, they usually find my website. And they go and they fill out a form, which has a bunch of questions about the house, and it even has questions around like what their motivation may be, why are they looking to sell it. And so I'll get a lead on my phone, and then I'll follow up. And so I got a lead on this house, the ARV. And so what I do when I get a lead is I'll go ahead and I have a realtor who I partner with who can run numbers for me on ARVs.
That's after repair value for everybody.
Yeah, after repair value. So he'll let me know, hey, if you buy this and you put your normal, finishes in it, here's what I think I could sell it for. And so he'll give me that perspective. And so that kind of lets me know where I need to be from an offer perspective. And so I bought this house for $175. It's a 4-bedroom and a bonus room, so technically 5 bedrooms, 2,400 square feet ish, larger than I normally buy, but was getting it for a really good price. Like I said, I bought it for $175, and ARV at the time was $250. And so I knew that was something, and it was in really good shape. That was the other catch. It was just, it was 2000s fresh, beige on every wall, and but it was fine. Like nothing really like structurally or terribly wrong with it. And so the original goal was to just freshen it up a little bit and put it back on the market. And that changed. We ended up spending about 30, 40-ish on the rehab, and we redid the whole master bathroom and put in a really, really beautiful shower. And we tore out the tubs around and put a huge standalone tub in there. And we ended up opening up the kitchen to the living room area. And the layout was weird downstairs. It had 2 dining rooms, and they were right next to each other, and they were both just kind of open dining rooms. Nothing was like a formal dining room. So we closed one of them off and made it an office. And so we really added value, I feel like, by creating a more usable room. And so that appraised for just a few weeks ago. It appraised for 200. I'm sorry. Yeah, it appraised for 288. So it appraised much higher than what the original ARV was. And so, the loan I used, it was because I bought it. So it appraised for 240 when I bought it as is, right? And so I didn't even have to bring a down payment when I bought the house because there was so much room in what the bank would loan. The bank was willing to loan 85% of the ARV, or of the appraised value. And so I bought it, no money in, and now it's worth 288. And so I'm either going to sell it or rent it, sell it for 290 or rent it for $2,300 a month. Is kind of where it's at right now from a numbers perspective.
That's awesome. And so the way that came in, so I want to go back. You have a lead generation website. It's got who you are. Hey, I want to buy your house. Here's a form. And how do people find that? So like somebody just searching on Google and you just happen to have good ranking when people search Northwest Arkansas?
Yeah, I use a Google AdWords campaign to force my rankings to the top, right? So when you search on Google and you see the first few links always say ad by them, that means they're using an AdWords campaign to force rank themselves. And so that's what I use. I paid a professional to build an AdWords campaign for me, just because I don't know enough about Google AdWords to be effective. It is expensive, right? So if you're a new investor, I tell new investors as well, like you're going to pay for your marketing, right? Whether you're sending mail or doing AdWords, it's going to cost you money, right? So you need to understand that on the front side and be willing to fork over the money in order to get the leads, because they don't come the easier they come, the more expensive they are. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, then that's scary. I mean, spending marketing money, not knowing if you're going to get it back, especially when you don't have the confidence as a new investor, you're like, oh man, I'm just throwing this money in a hole. Nothing's going to happen with this. So what do you like in terms of marketing return on investment? Do you pay per click? You pay, somebody clicks on a Google ad, you pay a certain amount of money, and then you get like 100 clicks, and then maybe one of those turns into something. Is that, do you have any idea?
That's fairly accurate. Yeah, I'd say I'd say close to every 100 clicks is someone that's genuinely interested, and they still, even at that point, they may not take the action on your website, right? So it's absolutely a numbers game. There are months that do better than other months. The summertime, your cost per click is a lot better than in the winter time. In the winter time, you're getting less clicks, so the clicks are more expensive. But to me, those leads they're always, I call them better leads, because those people were looking for you, right? So they've got motivation already. You don't have to go find, you still have to figure out what it is, but they have it, right? Yeah. Because they're looking for you, versus somebody who got a piece of mail and called you. They just might be, calling to curse you out, or calling to figure out how you got the information, or right, just searching.
Yeah, because they read your website. You're able to frame who you are, what you're all about. Like, so they know you're an investor. They know you're not going to probably pay. They assume you're not going to pay top dollar for it. So they're already coming in with a little bit more motivation to understand that you add value, but it's not going to be the same value as listing it with a realtor and trying to get top dollar. Cool. So lead generation through your website. That's a really interesting way to do it. Are there any other lead generation campaigns that have been effective for you that you recommend people look at?
Yeah, I do the old tried and true direct mail. I still do it to this day. I send letters every week, and those generate calls, and those calls I turn into appointments, and those appointments I turn into offers, and some of those offers get accepted. It is a numbers game as well. Like it's slow money, right? So you send marketing, and you could send the same person 5 pieces of mail before they actually call you, right? And so it's something you've got to, and I've had to learn the hard way. It's like a big wheel. You just have to keep churning, right? Because you don't know when that person's going to call you. And so if you start the wheel going and it takes you a few weeks, and you start getting some calls and you get a couple of deals, and then you stop, right? By the time you're ready to start again, it's going to take you a few weeks before you're starting to see results again. So I had to learn the hard way. You just keep marketing, right? Whether your plate's full, whether it's not full, keep marketing. The deals will come. And if you're truly doing, what I suggest, which is becoming good at finding great deals, like even if your plate's too full, right, or you don't have the capital to buy a deal, if it's a great deal and you do the work to let someone know it's a great deal, somebody will come buy it, right? And you'll be able, maybe you can just turn a finder's fee on it, right? I saw, it's if you make $500 for a finder's fee, that's better than no $100, because you're just letting a deal go, right? So if you're truly turning good deals, you'll capitalize on them. So don't stop your marketing. Keep that funnel going.
I agree 100%. Yeah, it's kind of a step from going from like being a total amateur to being like taking this business seriously, is when you finally whatever level you're comfortable with, but you start investing in that marketing, you do a campaign or two and you do it consistently. You don't just start and stop and do it, and that's the sign of being amateur about something. Whereas if you're turning pro, you're saying, all right, I'm in this for the long haul. This is an investment. I can't stop this thing. I got to buy the website. I got to send direct mail out. I got to drive for dollars. This is a real business.
That's 100% the way it works. And so from a marketing perspective, those are the two ways that I'm really finding deals. The rest is, word of mouth and reputation, right? As a lot of the times how deals are coming now, especially now in the times that we're in, because, I don't know if you're still marketing, but my direct mail is slow right now. Right. And normally in the summer months, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's super busy, but it's just slow. I think, a lot of people just aren't feeling comfortable with selling their home at this time. And so it's people are holding on to their asset right now. And so I'm not getting the results, but I'm still buying deals, right? And I'm buying deals because somewhere somebody's selling their homes. And so I've got people bringing me deals. I think my last couple of deals have come from just somebody giving me a call and saying, hey, I got a line on something. Would you take a look at it? And that just comes from, like I said, doing what you say you're going to do. If you're consistent about closing deals, right, and you're consistent about helping people, right, and doing what you say you're going to do, then when people find deals that they need to get rid of, right, you're going to be one of their first calls. If someone's finding a deal that they know they need somebody to close on, they're going to call somebody they trust. And so just being somebody who operates from a space of integrity and doing what they say they're going to do will help you find deals.
I hope you enjoyed this video clip with my interview of Henry Washington. I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below if you have any thoughts, any questions, any feedback on the clip. And if you want to hear the entire podcast interview, there's a link below where you can listen to the podcast. It lasted about 50 minutes, and you can hear more of the story of Henry, how he got started, other ways he finds deals. I think you might find it very interesting. If you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you don't miss anything. And if you really enjoy the behind the scenes kind of nitty gritty of what it's like to be a real estate investor, I provided a video playlist below that has some other videos I've done on different remodel projects, analyzing deals, other things that I think will help you with the practical side of being a real estate investor. Check that playlist out and let me know what you think. You've been watching Coach Carson TV. Really appreciate you being here today. My name is Chad Carson. You can also call me Coach. And this is a channel all about investing in real estate, achieving financial independence, and doing more of what matters. See you next time.